Hey guys, it's me again. We're doing a chill video today. I, if you didn't know, it is Pride Month, and I wanted to do something fun for it. Unfortunately, I don't read a lot of solely LGBT books, but I do know a lot of LGBT characters. So, what I decided to do is I compiled list of them and did research to make sure I didn't forget anyone out of the books I've read. And I found 27 characters. I believe 21 of those are just from Cassandra Clare, though. And I put them in a tier maker list. So, how we're going to rank them is going to be based on how memorable they were. Um, so, yeah, let's get into it.
Alright, so here we are with the tier list I made. So let's go over the tier list first. First we have Legendary, which is a very memorable character. Essentially, you have to try hard to remember to forget about them. Then we have Iconic, which is they're pretty memorable. Um, they'll stick with you for a while, but they're not quite legendary. Then there's Memorable, which is you'll remember them, but maybe not a whole lot of details about them specifically. Then I have the How Do I Break It to You category, which is characters that aren't very memorable. Like maybe you need like a little bit of a refresher to remember who they are. And then we have What's Your Name Again, which is I don't remember this character. All right. So it looks like first up we have Adrienne Bridgestock. I would say she is iconic. As you can see, Adrienne is a lesbian based on the nice little fan art there. And yeah, she's pretty iconic to me at least. Next is Alec Lightwood from the Mortal Instruments. Adrienne was from Chain of Iron and Chain of Gold, The Last Hours. I'd say Alec is he's grown on me a lot throughout the years, so I'll go ahead and put him in iconic as well. And then I always have trouble saying her name, but it's Aline, I think it's how it's pronounced. Penhollow. She is a lesbian, and I think she's legendary. Like the way she stands up for her wife, like I just absolutely love it. Like that's legend behavior right there. Next is Alistair Carstairs, who is gay. Um, I don't know. I think he's legendary. I really like him, character wise. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave him in legendary. Then we have Anna Lightwood, which in this photo she has the non binary flag, and then she is also gay. So Anna's instant legend, let's be real. And then there's Charles Fairchild. He is gay as well. Um, I'd say he's memorable. I probably won't remember much about him. Few years later. And then for the next one, I have Cece Karaseth. She is from the Carve the Mark series, and she is a lesbian. Um, I'd say she's memorable. Yeah, mid tier. Next, I have. So, funny story with this one. When I was looking up photos for all the characters, I could not find one of this one, which is weird because for most Shadowhunter characters, there's usually at least one drawing for them, but this one there's none. But this is for Claude Killington. He is one of the Hellruel regulars. Um, he is a werewolf. He is bisexual. And I'd say he's memorable. I remember him quite a bit. And then we have Diana Rayburn. She is the first openly trans character in the Shadowhunter world. Well, the Shadowhunter universe in the books, at least. Um, I'd say she's legendary. I love her. She was one of my favorite characters from that series. And then next we have Elaine Haven. She is from the Red Queen series. She is. I don't know if she's a lesbian or bisexual, but I do know she is with Evangeline. Um, I think I'm gonna put her in here because she's not like no. I'd say memorable. Yeah, because I feel like I'll remember her name, but that's probably about it. Next, we have Evangeline Samos. She is from the Red Queen series as well. Like I said, she ends up with Elaine. Um, to me, she's legendary, honestly. I loved Evangeline by the end of the series. Next, we have Helen Blackthorne, which is bisexual. She is married to Aline. Um, I'd say she's iconic. Looks like next character we have is Hi. I'm gonna butcher this name. Hypatia Vex. She is a warlock from Chain of Iron and the Last Hour series. I think I'm gonna throw her in memorable for now. Nothing stands out too much about her yet. Next character is another one of the funny ones. This is for Isaiah Benezet. I probably butchered that. But she is from the Carve the Mark series as well. And oddly enough, there was no photo for her either. Only photos of like Shay Mitchell, which I assume is what people would want her to play as in the movie. So she's gonna be our stand-in for that. Um, for her, I'm gonna put her down here. Mostly because when I was researching for this video, she was one of the people that I completely forgot about. But like, yeah, I had to work hard to remember that. Next we have Kieran from the Dark Artifices series. He is bisexual as well. Um, I think he's memorable. I I guess I just wasn't the biggest fan of him. Nothing about him stood out too much to me really towards the end of the series. Next character we have is from the Shadowhunter world as well. Kit. This one isn't confirmed per se, it's just heavily speculated um, that he is bisexual. We'll find out more when Wicked Powers gets released here in probably the next year or two. Um, but him, I'd say he is iconic. I mean, come on. If you're familiar with his backstory, pretty iconic. And then next character we have is Lily Chin. She is from the Mortal Instruments series, I believe. Honestly, yeah, I forgot about her. Yeah, I don't remember anything about her really. But good thing I plan on rereading them soon. Maybe, maybe after a reread, I will enjoy her more. Next we have the absolute legend Magnus Bane. I mean, pretty sure when you clicked into this video, I don't know who else you were expecting to be in here if not Magnus Bane. Like, absolute legend. Let's be real. Next character is Mark Blackthorne. He is from the Dark Artifices series as well. He is bisexual. Um, I really liked Mark as a character. I really felt for him. Wouldn't say he's legendary, but I'd say he's iconic. Um, Next character we have Matthew Fairchild. I absolutely adore Matthew. I think it's because he reminds me of Magnus Bane a little bit. Not gonna lie, but he's one of my favorites. Absolute legend. Next character is Maven Kalor. He is from the Red Queen series. I guess it's not like fully confirmed if he is, but he did have a romantic relationship with a man as well as a woman, so we can assume that he is bisexual. Um, I'd say due to his villainy, he is iconic. Um, he wasn't my favorite per se, but he is a memorable character. I will give him that. Then we have this is one of the ones that surprised me actually, and that is Michael Wayland. Um, Apparently, it was confirmed later or outside of the book, maybe inside the books. I don't remember honestly that he is bisexual. He wasn't really a part of any series really. He was just mentioned. So he was first mentioned in the Moral Instruments, and then very, very briefly in the Dark Artifices. For him, it's hard to say because, like I said, he was really just mentioned. Wasn't really integral character. So I think I have to put him down there just because of that, just because I don't know anything about him. Um, and I definitely don't remember his name isn't one of the first ones to come to mind when I'm thinking about the Shadowhunter world and the main characters in it. This one was another one that surprised me while I was doing research for this video. Um, it came up in there that Newt from The Maze Runner was gay. So he's made it on the list. Um, Honestly, I wasn't that big a fan of Maze Runner, and because of that, I don't really remember a lot of the characters' names, and I kind of forgot he existed. So, unfortunately, that puts him in our bottom category. Our next character is Rafael Santiago. This is another one that surprised me. Turns out that he is Ace Arrow. Cassandra Clare confirmed this in an interview, I guess. I absolutely love that for him. Love the representation Cassandra Clare brings to her books. Um, I will give it to her. No matter what, she gives it her best shot. Um, ah, I think I'm just gonna put him in memorable because I really don't remember much about him, but I definitely remember his character. Um, Maybe after a reread, obviously, I'll remember more then because it'll be fresh in my mind. But maybe that'll reposition him in our list. Next character is Thomas Lightwood. Um, I think Thomas Lightwood is a sweet baby that needs protected at all costs. Therefore, hmm, no, we'll put him at iconic for now. For now. Maybe Chain of Thorns, once that comes out, will really bump him up. But for now, he's iconic. Next character is another character who I have similar feelings to Thomas Lightwood about, which is Ty Blackthorn. Um, this is another one of those that it isn't confirmed, but it's just speculated that he's gay. Um, like with Kit, we'll find out more in the Wicked Power series. But I think Ty is an absolute legend. I love him. One of my favorites. Probably one of my favorite Shadowhunter characters in the whole universe. Like, honestly, these four are it for me. Honestly, I love them. Our last character is Wolsey Scott. He is a gay werewolf. Um, Honestly, this one I couldn't even remember what series he was in. I had to look it up. So yeah, you're gonna go there, bud. And that is our final ranking. In our legendary category, we have the fabulous Magnus Bane. We have Anna Lightwood, Ty Blackthorn, not Ty Black. Yeah, it is Ty Blackthorn. Oh, ignore me. We have Diana Rayburn. We have Elaine Penhallow. We have Alistair Carstairs. We have Evangeline Samos and Matthew Fairchild. And iconic, we have Adrian Bridgestock, Alec Lightwood, Helen Blackthorn, Kit Herondale, Mark Blackthorn, Maven Kalor, and Thomas Lightwood. And memorable, we have Charles Fairchild, C.C. Karaseth, Claude Kellington, Elaine Haven, Hypatia Vex, Kieran, and Raphael Santiago. And how do I break it to you? We have Isaiah Benisset. I will never be able to say that name. And then, and what's your name again? We have Lily Chen, Michael Wayland, Woolsey Scott, and Newt. If you guys like this video, be sure you give it a like. If you want to see more of my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will leave any links to the fan art, books mentioned here, all in the description below. And remember, if you're able, go support your local bookstore. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!